In a small, remote village, there lived a young boy named Rehan. Rehan came from a very humble background, where even the smallest comforts in life were a luxury. His father, a modest shopkeeper, worked tirelessly day and night to make ends meet. The family's income barely covered the basics, and every meal was the result of careful budgeting and sacrifice. Despite the hardships, Rehan had dreams that went far beyond his village. He dreamed of becoming a successful businessman, one who could bring pride and comfort to his family and lift them out of poverty. As a young boy, Rehan spent most of his time helping his father at the small shop. He watched as his father worked long hours, often sacrificing his own needs to ensure his family's well-being. This taught Rehan the value of hard work and resilience from a young age. But he also noticed the limitations his father faced: the limited supplies, the lack of customers, and the meager profits. Rehan's ambitions grew with each passing day, and he knew he wanted to do something bigger. But he had no resources, no proper education, and no mentor to guide him. All he had was a deep-seated determination to succeed. One day, while helping his father, Rehan ran into an old friend from the village, Ahmed, who had moved to the city several years ago. Ahmed now worked at a successful company and seemed to have a far more prosperous life. As they talked, Ahmed shared stories about the opportunities in the city, the scope for business, the demand for new products, and the chance to learn from established entrepreneurs. Listening to Ahmed sparked something inside Rehan. He realized that the village, while home, might not be the place where his dreams could grow. Inspired by Ahmed's words, Rehan made a decision that night. He would go to the city, work hard, and someday return successful enough to give his family the life they deserved. His family was initially hesitant. The city was unfamiliar and far away, and they worried about his safety and well-being. But seeing the determination in Rehan's eyes, his parents reluctantly agreed. They gathered what little savings they had, and with his father's blessing, Rehan set off on his journey. When Rehan first arrived in the city, it was overwhelming. The noise, the crowds, the towering buildings, all of it was unlike anything he had ever seen. He struggled to find a place to live, and since he had no friends or connections, he took up a job at a small store. His days were long and exhausting, and he lived in a cramped room with 3 other men to save on rent. But Rehan kept his goal firmly in sight. He knew he was here for a reason, and he was willing to endure whatever challenges came his way. During his free time, Rehan would study everything he could about business. He borrowed books on entrepreneurship from the local library and spent hours observing the operations at his workplace, learning about supply chains, customer preferences, and marketing tactics. Every small lesson, every minor experience, became a stepping stone toward his dream. After 2 years of saving and learning, Rehan decided to take a risk. He used his savings to start a small business selling handmade goods from his village. He knew that city dwellers appreciated authentic, high-quality products, and he saw this as a way to stand out in the crowded marketplace. But the path wasn't easy. There were days when he sold nothing, and he struggled to cover even his basic expenses. He faced many setbacks, but he refused to give up. Whenever a challenge arose, he looked for ways to solve it. And if a strategy failed, he adapted and tried something new. As time passed, his hard work began to bear fruit. People started noticing his unique products, and word of mouth spread. Rehan expanded his product line, introducing more items from his village and even hiring some artisans back home to support his growing business. Slowly but steadily, his sales grew, and he moved from his small stall to a larger store in a popular marketplace. His dedication, honesty, and customer-focused approach earned him a loyal customer base. Years later, Rehan's business had transformed into a well-known brand. He had opened multiple stores across the city, hired dozens of employees, and established partnerships with suppliers from various regions. His life was a world away from where he had started, but he never forgot his roots. With his success, he returned to his village and helped improve conditions there, providing jobs for many villagers and funding a school to give children access to the education he once lacked. One day, as he stood in his village, looking at the thriving community he had helped to build, Rehan realized just how far he had come. He had not only achieved his dream but had also made a lasting impact on the lives of others. His journey had been filled with challenges, but through perseverance, resilience, and an unwavering belief in himself, He had turned his vision into reality. Rin's story became an inspiration to everyone in his village and beyond, a testament to how hard work, courage, and determination can transform even the most humble beginnings into something truly extraordinary.